because sometimes we get this feeling from students where it's like, I showed up to the lesson,
Mhm.
I talked to you for a few minutes. Why do I not feel like my English is better?
Mm,
You know, like there's the
okay.
you have the contact time with them, but in order
Mhm.
for them to really get the result,
I
like
understand.
the
Yeah,
teacher is helpful, but don't you? But maybe I phrased it the wrong way the first time. But I think the student has a lot of work to do, even with the teacher, without
I
the teacher.
understand now what you're asking. Yes.
Okay.
So, in a teacher-student relationship, in my point of view, the teacher is between 10 to 20% of the work, and the student is 80%. And I try to encourage my students whenever I'm teaching them. I remind them of that. I said, listen, I can give you all the tools, but I can't build the house for you. I can give
Yeah.
you all the ingredients, but I can't make the food for you. I said, to teach them an expression, the ball is in your court. I'll give you the ball. What are you going to do with it? And once that clicks, students normally kind of realize, oh, I have work to do. I actually, in another conversation I had today, where this topic was brought up, I mentioned that there are two things that are needed in order for a student to pick up that 80%. First, they have to have a purpose. Why are you studying English? Is it to get a job? Is it because you want to travel abroad? They need to have that purpose. Why are you studying this language? Because you already speak your own language perfectly. So why do you need English? The second thing is English learners need someone to believe in them. And I've noticed that many times students will come to my academy and they've never had someone that believes in them, right? It's not just, okay, I'm your tutor. You're paying me. Hey, during this hour long session, I'm going to teach you well. After that, bye. See you next week. I don't ever want my students to feel like that because I genuinely care. Even for the students that are on YouTube that don't pay me anything, I genuinely care about everyone on the opposite side of that screen. I'm talking to a camera lens, but I care about that person. And I hope that comes across the students that are not able to pay. They only are able to use YouTube for free. Because when you believe in someone, they start rising to the challenge. Hey, if Kris believes in me, I can do it. If Tiffany believes in me, I can do it. I can put the work in because she believes in me. He believes in me. I was an athlete, and some of this idea comes from being an athlete and the hard work that had to go into. I played basketball, I played soccer, I played softball, I played all these sports growing up. And when your coach believes in you, you do more than you realize you can do. Your
Yeah.
coach will go hard on you. Why? Because your coach sees your potential. So I don't go hard on students. I gingerly encourage them, to, hey, you can do more than you realize. And recently, what I've been doing for students that I see a lot of potential in, or students that I recognize really need someone to believe in them, and to vocalize that belief, I started making them leaders of groups. So in my academy, we have different study groups, like different practice sessions for students, student led, teachers aren't there.
Yeah.
I make students leaders of those groups. And literally, the students that become leaders, they start off here, little nervous, not able to speak confidently. Within weeks, English skyrockets, confidence skyrockets, and now they're in turn encouraging someone else. So now they have a purpose, and they also know, hey, Tiffany believes in me. Let me step up to the challenge. So
That's so cool.